Alright, it's a Tuesday night and we're doing another video in the series of our favourite restaurants in the northeast, and this episode brings us to South Shields. So we're going to a place which has been here in South Shields since 2017, right on the seafront. It's in a building that's been there since 1931. It used to be locally known as Gandhi's Temple, and it got converted, blends in nicely with the surroundings. It's got amazing views of the beach and of the sea. There's not many places nicer than South Shields, to be honest, when the sun's out. A bit cloudy today. It is warm, but it's a bit cloudy. But we're going to Colman'S. That's right, Colman'S Seafood Temple. So the difference is with Colman'S Seafood Temple compared to the kind of fish and chip shop, and also Colman'S Fish and Chips, which is in Fenwick in Newcastle, is very much, as the name suggests, a seafood temple. They do all kinds of stuff. They do catch of the day, they do grilled fish, they do big seafood platters, they do lobsters, they do tacos, they do all kinds. I'm not sure what we're going to get yet, to be fair, but they also have like a separate little cocktail bar at the front, so they also do really good cocktails. So I'll definitely be kicking off with a Negroni. We'll see what's on the menu, see what's on the specials board. As I say, there's different catches every single day, so depending on what they get, the special board gets tweaked. But it's all really well cooked, it's always really fresh, and that's why it's one of my favourite restaurants in the northeast. Let's have a look. So if you're heading to South Shields, you can get off at South Shields Metro or Chichester Metro and make your way down to Colman'S that way. Or if you get the ferry over, you can walk through King Street and Ocean Road and along the coast road. But that's where we are, we're right on the coast. If you're driving, there's a big car park right next to the Sand Dancer and another one at the Sundial. This little bit here is the takeaway bit where you can get fish and chips and tacos to take away. And then the beautiful Sandhaven Beach, which you can overlook from inside Colman'S through all of those big glass windows that you can see there. I mean, look at that, man. What a view. Absolutely beautiful. It's one of the best views definitely in South Shields. And to be honest, there's not too many restaurants in South Shields and not many restaurants in South Shields that have actual views. On at the menu, we're not going to be going with the classic stuff, the traditional stuff here. You know, all the fish and chips. Everyone knows about that. The banging, we all know. But they also do the separate stuff. So things like crab, Arnold Bennett, souffle, the mussels, the scallops, the tacos. We've had pretty much everything, I think, at one time or another on this menu. A few different types of oysters they do as well. And then they do the different types of fish. The salmon teriyaki, which Tuesday is about to order. They do the lobsters, they do sea bass, they do a curry, and there's the special board. And important to note the provenance of the names of the ships as well, the names of the boats, I should say. So you can see that it all comes from local suppliers. Big cocktail list, all the cocktails around about £9, £10, £11. Good range of cocktails, classics, and they'll make stuff as well if it's not on the menu. As you can see there, just another little view. That outside is the Sand Dancer pub that I just mentioned. The car park just beyond that. So if you do come via car, you can park in that car park. Make sure you pay because they'll have you. Anyway, tap water for me. And then Negroni time. Tuesday stuck with a wine and soda. Really good Negroni here as well. Really enjoyed that one. And then we got stuck into the food. So I mentioned the oysters before, so you can get them served as oysters usually are, but we got the cooked ones here. So they're just fried off, served with a little bit of tartar sauce, get the old lemon on. But these are really, really good. I love oysters and I really enjoy them when they're cooked, more so these days, to be honest. Mussels for Tuesday. She is a mussels hound, absolutely loves them. And that's the tacos which I got. Tacos are absolutely huge. The king prawns, massive, but really, really good. Tuesday, doing a bit of work on the mussels, attacking them like a plague of locusts. Wasn't too long till they were all gone. Lovely little broth in the bottom there as well. That is a tomato and chili sauce. So yes, get the old lemon on the tacos before it gets stuck in. Enhance the old flavour there. Tacos come with a Kewpie Mayo, Okanami sauce and togarashi. Absolutely lush, honestly. As I say, if you don't want to have a sit down in here, you can take away and I would definitely recommend taking away those tacos. Lovely bit crusty bread for Tuesday as well. Why not? To mop up that lovely little tomato and chilli broth. And then, as you can see, just absolutely hammered them. Onto the mains, it was a half lobster for me. Definitely enough garlic butter on this one to keep away Count Dracula. Absolutely lush. And then Tuesday she went for the salmon teriyaki. Now it's funny, Colman'S actually, and this is a really good compliment of how good they are at cooking stuff. Tuesday hates salmon, and this is the only place she will have salmon. The salmon teriyaki is amazing. She absolutely loves it. Like I say, it's the only place in the world she will eat salmon. She absolutely hates it. And it's funny because I've mentioned on another video when we did the Colman'S video at Phoenix, I actually really don't like battered cod or any sort of battered fish. It's not my thing at all. But this is the only place where I will eat it because it's cooked so well. So that tells you everything you need to know about the cooking here. But chips on, get stuck in. I had to get Tuesday to help us with the admin mind. Once I'd just had the little bit of a tail, which was nice, easy pickings, I had to give the claw over to Tuesday because I'm absolutely hopeless at that sort of stuff. And I'm very OCD about getting my hands manky. Didn't take long to get my hands manky anyway, but never mind. And as you can see there, Tuesday just getting stuck into that salmon teriyaki. So yes, as mentioned, Tuesday had to do the heavy lifting for me. It wasn't actually that heavy lifting. The claw had pretty much already been broke up for it anyway, even though they gave her the tools to do all those bits and bobs. But she likes to get stuck in. Tuesday's dad, years ago when she was a kid, he used to work on the boats, catching like lobsters and langoustines and crabs and all that sort of stuff. So Tuesday basically grew up doing this type of thing. She's a bit of an expert, and that's why I need to hand over the reins every time I need to do this type of stuff. And then on to dessert. We didn't have much room, to be fair. No other way to finish a meal is than a sticky toffee pudding. And Provenance again here comes directly from Cartmel, the home of the toffee pudding, and a nice big splodge of vanilla ice cream. After finishing the meal, we paid our bill and we decided to just go and sit in the little cocktail bar, which is just on the edge of the building. When you're walking towards Colman's Seafood Temple, it's probably the first thing you'll see. And in the summer months, when it's nice and hot, it was a bit cloudy and wasn't too hot outside when we were there. It was a bit windy, but you can sit outside. It opens up right outside. This is the entrance when you're walking in there. But you can sit outside there and have cocktails outside in the sun. It's a really nice spot. But even if you're just sitting inside, you can sit at the windows there. You get some beautiful views of the beach. As you can see there, the sea just out that window where that gentleman's sitting. And then on the other side, you get the views of the Bents Park, also locally known as the Dragon. So another Negroni and a Marg, done. Well, there you have it. And I'm sure you've seen from the food on that video there why it's one of our favourite restaurants in the Northeast. And it's not just the food, the service as well is impeccable. Really nice, friendly, make you feel at home. Really good for special occasions. It's always full of birthdays every time we go. It's a really nice treat for people to go to. There is plenty of options on the menu for all different budgets, and if you really want to push the boat out, keep your eye on the things like market price lobsters, the specials board as soon as you walk in the door, all the different things that's like catches of the day. So if you do want to push the boat out, there's always extra special things on the menu. But the likes of the fish and chips, even just the standard stuff, they are definitely not the cheapest fish and chips in the whole of the town or even the whole of the Northeast, but the quality is definitely far better than most places. Absolutely superb fish and chips. So I will love the place. And with all that said, let us know where your favourite restaurants are in the northeast. Might well be something that we're looking to do in the future. Might be somewhere that's also on our list. Might be somewhere we haven't even heard of, and we'll give it a shot. So that's about it. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please do so by clicking the subscribe button. A little graph there shows how many people are watching the videos who aren't subscribed. It really does make a big difference if you just click that subscribe button, and you can stay notified on all of the other videos. It would be really appreciated. And also that QR code that's on the screen there, you can scan that. That'll take you to our Facebook, our Instagram, our Threads, our TikTok, our website, our email if you want to email us. All of our different social media is via that QR code. And I think that's about it. So be well, and we'll see you on the next video. Toodles.